one. You know my videos be good. They be really, really good. So today is Fish Friday. Today is Friday. And I hope that your guys go out there and get some fish. I hope so. I'm going to get some fish. This is a beautiful, beautiful Friday. And thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. You know, these contents that I give you, these videos that I give you, it's for inspiration. It's for motivation. It's for motivation for yourself, and to help you get out of a lot of suffering and darkness that's upon your life, and which we cannot figure out, right? And a lot of this, and a lot of this got to do with not working, not putting forth the effort, not having this in mind to work. You know, there's nothing wrong with an honest day of work, an honest buck. The honest buck is going to get you a long, long way. Let me tell you something about working, right? Nobody, let me tell you something. Nobody can tell me about, well, I can't say that. Nobody can tell me how to land jobs and how interviews go and what to say on interviews and how to dress and how to present yourself and how to sell yourself on interviews, right? But I'm not just talking about the interview. I'm talking about just having a mindset of working, right? Of getting up, working. And a lot of this got to do with our communities, you know. If our fathers are not in the house and there's not a male figure in the house to teach you, right? Working is a responsibility that's placed upon a man and woman, but more of a man, so that he could provide and protect for his loved ones and his family as he go to different stages in life, right? And a lot of this is not practiced among our civilization. Well, it was, but now it's not practiced. What's practiced is about backstabbing, murdering, and backbiting and backdooring individuals also, right? And to become an entrepreneur on these major platforms, which is fine. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with becoming an entrepreneur on these major platforms, but learn a trade. Learn a trade. Learn plumbing, right? Learn carpentry. Learn electric. Learn something that if in any given time that these major platforms, right, and that these digital world crash for whatever reason, right, you have something to offer to society and you have something to offer your loved ones and your family. That's all I'm saying. It's cover all bases. Nothing wrong with being an entrepreneur, but there's nothing wrong with earning and gaining an honest buck, an honest dollar. You understand? I get out and push garbage, pick up garbage. I go to the other side of the world to feed myself and my family, to take care of my loved ones, to take care of my bills. Because I got to keep motion and movement. When one place don't have work, I go to another place. I go to another state. Wherever they getting at in the other state, I'm pushing up, pulling up, and getting to it, because working builds great character. Working builds amazing person. Working. There's nothing wrong with working. Working is looked at goofy today and weird. To get a job today in this era is goofy and is weird. So shooting and killing people and backstabbing and backdooring people, that's not weird and goofy. That's honest. That's honest, right? And then once you kill and murder, death, kill somebody for all these things I just said, and you think that you got away, you're going to have to keep coming up with other ways to get that money. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's too much. I might as well, you know what, to do all that, let me go get a job. I could get two jobs. The individual, let me tell you something. Nobody could tell me about hustling, about jobs, or hustling, right? If I don't want to hustle in the street, I could hustle in the digital world, and I could hustle, right, in the workforce. There's always work out there. There's work in the morning, work in the afternoon, work in midnight. You understand what I'm saying? There's always ways to get it. There's always ways to get it. While you laughing at me, basically, oh, he got a 9 to 5. He only bring home $500, $600, or whatever the case may be. I got another job. My wifey or my girl be like, listen, we need more money. We need more money in the family. What I'm going to do? Pick up the gun or sell drugs? What I'm going to do? Pick up the gun, spin the block, or go sell drugs, or go get another 9-to-5 job that I'm making $700-800 a week? That's enough. You're going to be tired and everything. You're going to barely get sleep. But you rather stay on the block, you rather do this and do that in order to get a job? My kids need to eat. My kids need clothes. School time is coming up. They need school clothes. I gotta go get another job. We got another bill. I rent this winter. I gotta go get another job. Or you just get a job that pay $100,000 a year, $90,000 a year. And if that doesn't work, you go get a hustle on the side to make it happen. You're a natural born hustler. Ain't nothing wrong with an honest day buck. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not going to be a pimp. I'm not going to hustle and sell drugs in my community. I'm not going to rob. I'm not going to go steal. I'm not going to do none of that. I'm not doing that. That's going backwards, you know? And then I ain't getting it like that. So if I ain't getting it like that, where I'm going to go get it at? That's going to cause me pain and suffering away from my family, being locked up. So who's going to be there when I'm locked up? Now she got to spend extra money to come and see me. Come on, man.
Money in your pocket, a bum. In honest days, work kill nobody. Right? I'll dig up garbage if it's gonna feed my wife and my children. Right? I'm not too ashamed to do any kind of honest labor to feed my family. So don't come in here with no chip on your shoulder. I ain't working for no white man. Fine. Then let me find you working for yourself. But anybody in here that ain't working is stealing. We want to know if it ain't working where you get your money from. 'Cause we don't need no more crooks, no more thieves and hustlers and dope sellers and pimps and abusers of people. We had enough of that crap. We don't need that in here.
That was good. That was good. And he's absolutely 100% right. We don't need that no more. We don't need to be in these plantations, right? Trying to keep it real. On the block, spinning the block, shopping for sneakers and wares. Being stuck and stagnated for Don Julio and weed and Chinese food and chopped cheese and all this other stuff. You understand what I'm saying? You don't need, you get out there and go get a job. There's nothing wrong with that to earn a good buck. Right? So now they come up with the social media. There's nothing wrong with that. Major platform. TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, where you can get money, where you can serve merchandise, that you can sell yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But in the back of your mind, in the back of your thoughts, get a trade. I don't care if you're a woman or a man. A woman or man. This go out to everybody. All the YNs, anybody. Get a trade underneath your belt. Get a trade. I don't care who you are. Have emotional movement by yourself. Make sure that you can cover A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all the way to the end of the alphabet. You understand what I'm saying? Make sure that you can cover all of your steps. Because that makes you more accessible. Mentally, physically, and spiritually. And that teaches yourself and your loved ones and your communities that in any situation that you can make it happen. Ain't nothing wrong with earning, you know what I'm saying, honest buck. It's not weird and it's not goofy. It's not weird and it's not goofy to be working. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Hold on 1 second. There's nothing wrong with that. It's actually attractive. It's actually attractive. Ladies see you have emotional movement that you working. It's attractive, very attractive. And it holds you down and it preserves yourself. While those that stand on the corner trapping for sneakers and wear, and you have emotional movement, the feds is like this, taking pictures. They knowing who's running move, who's doing this, doing that. You don't know who's the informant in your crew. You don't know. You don't know who got locked up and ready to, you know what I'm saying? They sitting up there telling you, asking you what all that's going on. Next thing you know, it's a big indictment. Nah, that way of life is going to backdoor you, and I'm telling you straight up like that. I'm telling you that. It's an actual true fact, man. You know, I'm not knocking what you're doing. I mean, what you're doing is what you're doing, but it's not right. It's not real right. You understand what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong. And this is all the children all around the world. Anybody around the world. Ain't nothing wrong with an honest buck.
Don't tell nobody you ain't gonna work for white people, and then you sitting around with no money in your pocket, a bum. An honest day's work kill nobody. Right? I'll dig up garbage if it's gonna feed my wife and my children. Right? I'm not too ashamed to do any kind of honest labor to feed my family. So don't come in here with no chip on your shoulder. I ain't working for no white man. Fine. Then let me find you working for yourself. But anybody in here that ain't working is stealing. We want to know if it ain't working where you get your money from. Because we don't need no more crooks, no more thieves and hustlers and dope sellers and pimps and abusers of people. We had enough of that crap. We don't need that in here.
Listen, I know a lot of dudes. I know a lot of guys. Guys that I know. You know, they've been hustling for years. They was hustling for years. I mean, hustling. They didn't have a 9-to-5. They was hustling in the street. Entrepreneurs. A lot of them. I know them. You know, I'm gonna tell a story one day about it too. Actually, I might tell it today. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell it today. But what I'm saying is that a lot of guys, and for whatever reason, now they got 9-to-5 jobs. While individuals was hustling and doing their thing, standing on the corner, whatever they was doing, selling weight, I was working. Whatever they was doing jokes, stick-up kids, or whatever, I was working. I was putting that pain in society, getting to it. You know, that was at the time where that I just was doing a 9-to-5, and I'm thinking that a 9-to-5 is going to get me. Then I started to notice that now I need more money because the inflation and everything started going up. So I started getting 2 jobs. I was working 2 jobs. This is an actual true fact. Get into it. There's nothing wrong with an honest buck. There's nothing wrong with getting money. Honest way. From everybody. There's money to be made out here. If you standing around being broke and watching other people and jealous of other people, motion and movement, that same energy that you have, you need to take that to go get a job. Take it to go get a job. This is an actual true fact, man. A lot of people know me from working in the workforce. Tow the workforce up. Tow it up. The same energy that you have on the corner for 16 hours, I had the same energy on the train, on the buses, getting to it. Even driving. Even pulling up in other states, Jersey, Pennsylvania, to get to it. Wherever there is money to be made, over time, I'm there. I'm making it because I got expensive. And me selling drugs is not going to get me there. I'm going to always keep constantly lurking behind my back. So I had to make a choice. Either live this gangster persona life, which is going to backdoor me. I know it all too well to be living that life. It backdoor you. It's not keeping 100 with you. It's going to backdoor you because you're going to sit there and do these acts, or whatever acts that you feel that you're going to get away with is going to backdoor you in the end because it is not your friend. It is a coward. It deceives you and promise you things, right, that is going to last forever, but it only lasts for a few minutes. That's sad. You know, while you sit there and do this. Roll the dice with your life. Roll the dice. And I'm not talking about gambling, rolling the dice. Rolling your decisions with the side of your mind, body, and soul. You're going to have to keep procreating. Because once you get a taste of it, you don't want to let it go. You want to keep going. Yeah, I'm getting to the bag. No. Get to the shovel. Get to the CDL driver license. Get motion and movement. You could open up your own business and company. Couple of y'all. Not knowing what you're doing. It's just fresh ideas, an honest buck of living. An honest buck, a way of life. It's a good life. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with an honest buck, man. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not goofy and it's not weird. I want to tell you that. It's not goofy and it's not weird, right? That individuals say that it is today. So I want to end this with love. I want to end this with, this is Fish Friday. Go out there and get some fish and make it happen. Ain't nothing wrong with an honest day of getting to money. That's right. Please like, share, subscribe to the Dopest channel out right now on YouTube. I appreciate y'all guys tapping in and linking up. That's right. You know what I'm saying? I want to see you win. That's what I want to see you do. True fact. That's right. I don't want to see you locked up in chains, crying, while you losing your loved ones, while you upstate, up north, or in the federal pen. Hit with life, you and your crew, but you can make it happen out here right now. Make your motion and movement out here, make your stand out here, make it happen. You don't have to sell none of that stuff and play your community with none of that. You can make it happen by working, having motion and movement, and then your guys can group up and build complexes, put the money in the pot, and make it happen. That's how you do it. Generational wealth. Peace, y'all. Peace.